Welcome to a brand new week. One where we can enjoy the frolicking, the sunshine, the fact that we can get up and race again. Seeing Suzuka actually go through the pain of rehabilitation, get up and walk again. I think it's for the best of the show if we don't have lasting issues with the characters compared to their reality counterparts. Kind of bring down the mood a little. But everyone's plans have been thrown off. Well, apart from Condor, she's doing quite well overseas. But what are we going to see now? Any more high impact training? Any new rivalries, considering Grass Wonder was let down with the race that she had against Special Week? Not a suitable challenge. The fact her heart wasn't in it, she wasn't racing for the right reasons. She couldn't pull out the best. I like this show. Hopefully you do as well. I'm going to remember to upload the correct video to my Patreon this time. But let's get going. The ever-present charm. You got... Oh, and she's wanted in this little conversation. I mean, she probably wasn't able to call through all too often. I know I've seen it before, but I really like the really long telephone. Are we going to see more of aspects like that where the world catered for their biology? I mean, striving forward for her future. Compared to those that had to take a little detour in their plans. Okay, the fact that she's the carrot, everything's a bloody carrot. The fact that she's calming down in how fervent she is about her interactions, about her I'm drawing a blank on the word, but we all know what I mean. But the calm moments of this show where we get some introspection and whatnot, but just moments of normal, like, school life is something that I want to see a fair bit more of. So hopefully now that some of the bigger races are over with, some of the events surrounding Suzuka and whatnot are done with, we can go back to normal kind of slice of life stuff amidst all the colourful characters that we have. And of course, some of them that haven't really been on display yet. The racers that are part of our main team that we haven't seen them in a grand event yet. And has a little pep talk gotten through to her properly? Or is she going to keep like swinging around with how she's thinking? The fact that he is quite reliable when it's needed for a trainer. Ah, I see. I mean, I wonder if she's meaning anyone, anyone in particular? Huh. I mean, she might just be overly conscious of it, or he is actually spending a bit more of a training time with her specifically. But, you know, needs ebb and flow. You can't have, especially as him as a trainer and how he handles it, or you can't have a static training regime and time with them all. It's fairly nice. Is he paying for it out of pocket as well? Oh, look who it is. Well, she perked up. Yeah, is this just a happy coincidence? Or, oh, don't be a... Yeah, he's paying for it. He's gonna get his ass beat. Huh. Got the bloody inner ring. Are they competing against each other? I guess having her on a different... Having her on a different team than Suzuka, riling up a bit... It would be nice if there was even numbers, but riling up a bit of rivalry and whatnot, getting it to bring out the best of both of them. Yeah, there is a little bit of friction between you all. They got on perfectly with Goldship, though. Why has he got... Second one? I mean, there's a vast array. It's not all clean cut. Worry and issues arise in fanciful ways. Even though she might not be here, she's going to find some way of causing issues. And considering the team size is quite minute compared to the others, and they have Suzuka there, how's that going to lay on her mentally? So... But is she subconsciously not putting as much effort onto it? Just... I mean, the goal is to not get on, but I don't think it's meant into team... God damn it. How many of them... I don't even need to ask the question, do I? Does she have a kind of a new trainer and whatnot while she's over there overseas, or is she doing her own thing? Oh, that's not a name I know. My days of watching Gauss and Panzer and some of the designs for, the French and whatnot. Yeah, that tracks. She'd actually signed it, not just correcting the language book. I mean, true, when she sees it's French, isn't it? She doesn't read French. Anyway, if she sees her behind her, so definitely pay attention. Well, we have someone who has been, wandering. So her abilities have fallen quite a bit behind. She knows her own limitations here, whether it be, there you go, for fear of fracturing the leg again. And that's been doing circles in her head here. True. See what the absolute limits are. So, I mean, she is. Are they allowed to bet even if it is for foodstuffs? But the fact, ace, ace, 2. No way of losing this. Come on, 2 more steps. But, of course, that'd be a beach episode kind of thing. So, is it going to be running on the sand? Are we going to have some resistance training? A triathlon. But are we getting a... Oh, they are doing bicycles. Okay. I'm done. I'm going home. Well, that's when they are teleported back to the starting line. Well, if he can dig himself out from being trampled into the dirt and sand. Back into the fold. And the fact that she's part of that team now, she can't let the others down. But I do think the swimming section, she can at least go all out because not putting the pressure on her leg. But is she floundering? And then you've got special week. Your whole not be friends idea hasn't really caught on too well. The fact that he is having to slow himself down and check behind him because he got stragglers there. Is there going to have to be some proper sit-down talks with them? Oh, not even in view. Wow. Of course. You're going to let your team down? Huh. And if they can't even do that, then they're not going to run. They can't. I think putting it on the, out and out there, putting it on in the open for them. Rather than just be nice, take it at your own pace. Come on. You want to race them before, so do it now. Push each other to the best. Unfortunately, breaking through that mental barricade, that's a difficult one. Wow, and seeing her far in the distance now, she's not gonna let it go sitting down, is she? Especially on hard ground like a road. I do like how they've kind of sectioned themselves out into the usual. Oh, look who's rapidly approaching! Now things are getting interesting. There it goes. Getting a bit of the old Suzuka there. Not only, hopefully not going too fast, unlocking special weeks. The bloody phrase! Special weeks ability and opportunities now, but the rest of them to not be left behind. A sharp turn. Well, funny how they have the same running posture when things go wrong. Yeah, water's a good speed break. So who made it first? Is that all of them? I mean, putting your all into it and leaping head first through trees might not be the best approach, but if it broke through the conditioning and the fear, yeah, proved to herself, trainer, the rest of the team, and most importantly, special week that she can run, she can go faster, so they don't have to hold themselves back to be, on her level. It's his wallet crying, but is that possible? I mean, for various reasons, probably not, but having them all in the same race could be an interesting one. If they... Jesus Christ, special week. If they earn their place. And like the not-so-subtle leaves on the floor there, marking an end to an era, beginning of a new one. Is he watching? Yeah. Is he watching nonetheless? So we've seen the best of the best that Europe has to offer, and El Condorpasos. Is there any others that are going to have their time to shine here? So she knew of her by name. I like the fluffy lion-looking attire and hair back there. Is it a bigger audience and stand there, or is it just the way that it was I mean, if she's always in... Yeah. So if she's usually in the middle and then rolls ahead, if she's now taking a bit more of a leading approach and seems somewhat trapped in, but if she treats it as though she's still middle of the pack and has that last burst to even get further ahead, seems to be slowing though, unless that's just a trick of the light. Doesn't even seem out of breath. Suddenly from behind. Those sneaky French. Interesting breathing technique. Yeah. It will be down to the wire, but for a first outing kind of thing, there, putting a good battle. Considering that you went from fairly undefeated to now several losses in a row, how is she going to take this? Is it going to be a healthy rivalry? And the fact that not only has... Wow, and she's actually now seeing the races for what they are and the people in them. If only Grass Wonder got that last time. Just her own personal message. How much is the transnational calls costing? Was it unlimited? And also, she's focusing on the fact that she was so close rather than the failure. So close. Good thing it's not a video call, I guess. The fact that it was special week that she kind of broke that moment to, or broke in the moment to. I do like the rekindling of all the spirits. Seeing the desperation and the fact that El Paso was unfulfilled by her race and how it went. Even on the trainer's slim budget. Still, I would have liked a bit more of the rivalries that we see between Scarlet something, whatever her name was, and Vodka. I would like that to be brought out even more to the forefront, considering the team split in the training of this episode, but it was a integral part. All of them, to some extent, had been holding themselves back for the benefit of Suzuka, some more than others, and having that be broken here by Special Week herself, but also Suzuka to the forefront of the pack, even if the leading from the front ended up in the trees. Good thing it wasn't a solid cliff the other side, otherwise this season would end quite prematurely. But when are any of them going to learn that of course they wouldn't be staying at the nice hotel? You think he could afford it on his salary? They got to win a few races first. Luckily, with all that pep talk and the new burst of self-confidence for them all, that might be coming sooner than later. And so, if they all pack into a single race, we'll see who the most competent is out of all of them, and who will be taking that crown of first, be head first in the ocean. Or past the finish line. And obviously having the pillar to mark themselves against being El Condor Paso, the fact that she had won her stuff and gained the prize of being able to go abroad to show her merits. They can't just sit still now, can they? And some of the animation work on this could have been a little, bad, but for an episode, it didn't fall behind any of the others so far, so I can't be too disappointed. One thing I will say though, I really respect we're going on a overlooking the sea training exercise regime type thing with a beach component, and it steered clear of pretty much every trope that we expect from it. Well, from anime in general, but nice. Probably a lot of issues with that regarding actual real life horses and trainers and likenesses and copyright and whatnot, and lawsuits. I'm only guessing that based on the fact that we had back when Umamusume first became big. I heard rumors of artists being asked to not. I think that's all I need to say on that. So I liked this for many reasons. The fact we got, for those who have suffered injuries or setbacks in their careers, whether it be racing or academic or job, the fact we've got Suzuka push herself past her boundaries, past what she's thought safe, the fear of falling behind again for another 9 months, if not longer, if not permanently, and being like, no, I can do this, proving it not only to herself, but her teammates, the trainer, and hopefully soon, the world. I'm going to be here for that, and hopefully you are as well. Unfortunately, I've left recording quite late today, so I have to end pretty much now, otherwise I'll have to run. So, if you enjoy this, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing to the channel to not miss out future episodes. Of course, I appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. If you've reached this far, you're a goddamn hero. Get some rest, so I can see you in the next one.